The osprey father rushed back to the nest, gripping a huge fish tightly in his claws. The fish was still struggling, but the father barely noticed it. The moment he arrived, his eyes began searching everywhere for his mate. He had expected to find her caring for their chicks, yet the nest was empty except for the two hungry babies. The older chick stretched its tiny neck toward him with hopeful eyes, while the younger one cried non-stop, begging for food, but the worried father ignored them. Both his attention stayed fixed on the sky, his mind filled with fear. He wondered if something terrible had happened, or worse, if his mate had abandoned the family forever. What the anxious father didn't know was that the mother osprey had already seen him returning. She had been unwell all day and had briefly flown away before reaching the nest. At last she returned. The father immediately felt relieved, but his relief didn't last long. The mother spotted the fish still violently thrashing in his claws and instantly became upset. Without wasting a second, she grabbed the fish from him and flew away again. The poor father stood there completely confused. Why had she taken the fish? Was she feeding someone else? The inexperienced first-time father silently watched his starving chicks, unable to understand what was happening. Frustrated and heartbroken, he began clawing at the nest, tearing at dry grass and twigs in anger. Yet despite all his emotions, he still didn't dare leave to search for his mate. It looked as though he was promising himself he would teach her a lesson when she returned, but suddenly panic took over and he flew away from the nest himself, leaving the chicks alone. Behind him, the younger chick stared at its older sibling sitting nearby. When the older chick turned its head, the little one mistook it for their mother and immediately opened its mouth for food. Instead of pushing the younger chick away, the older sibling gently tried to comfort it, almost as if saying, "Don't worry, food is coming soon." In truth, the mother osprey had only taken the fish away because it was still alive and dangerous. She feared the flapping tail or sharp movements might hurt the babies, so with the care of an experienced mother, she carried the fish away from the nest and subdued it safely before returning. As soon as she came back, both chicks eagerly lifted their heads and opened their mouths wide. Calm and patient, the mother carefully prepared the meal. She made sure to choose only soft boneless pieces so the chicks wouldn't choke. One by one, she gently fed both babies fresh pieces of fish. Even in their hunger, the chicks didn't fight with each other. The older one stayed kind and patient with the younger sibling. In the world of fierce hunting birds, such a peaceful and loving moment is truly rare.